Travelling to the town of Rye, are there secrets to be uncovered as Spiral investigate the historic Ypres Tower? Ypres Tower was believed to have been built in 1249, and over its long history has served the town of Rye as a fort, a jail, courthouse, and finally as a museum. Originally called Bading's Tower, it was built upon the orders of Henry III to defend English shores from possible French invasion. It passed into private ownership, initially to one John de Iprys in 1439, up until 1518, when the Corporation of Rye turned it into a jail, which it remained as for almost 400 years. In what is now the medieval garden, which used to be an exercise yard, the women's tower and 4 more cells were added in the 19th century, until the tower ceased to be a prison in 1891, when the first police station was built in Church Square. At this time, the lower level of the tower was converted into the town's mortuary, which it served up until 1959, although the upper levels had already been open as a museum since 1953. With excellent panoramic views of the surrounding area, Ypres Tower, along with the nearby East Street Museum, is owned and managed by the Rye Museum Association, a registered charity that relies solely on public funds, donations and fundraising to maintain the upkeep of this slice of British history. Al and I had visited Ypres Tower some months earlier, and with so much history encased in this fascinating building, it's not surprising we discovered many stories of alleged paranormal activity, and were keen to return with the rest of the Spiral team to discover this for ourselves. Joining me on this investigation are Patricia, Rosanna, Al, Nikki, Annalisa and medium Alan Barnett, with Ted Empson of the Rye Museum Association providing invaluable assistance throughout the evening. The team begin a walk round, starting off in the medieval garden and women's tower, although Rosanna is drawn to a back wall.
Children, to heaven, the way it is now. But it feels like hell. It just feels oppression. I don't know, it just... The falseness of being a cute courtyard garden is not what it used to be.
I'm really not picking up a great deal, but the thing that hits me is death. Very, very strong. Yeah, it's death. And it's not just one, it's more.
No, this is the right tower. This is where I saw the lady's face staring out. But I don't know if it's the right one. No, it's not. Can't be.
It's a very oppressive atmosphere.
So you guys like to do a video up here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Although I'm still not actually getting anything really active at the moment.
Right.
You know? That doesn't mean there isn't, but at the moment it's about the atmosphere as you come through from the garden and through and down and up here, and it's like the memory's trapped in here.
You're picking up on women and children upstairs.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm picking up. In
Before you
this
said that.
area,
Well, I know you said that.
it's a woman.
Yeah.
It's great sadness with a woman, and she's like walking around out there in this yard, but she's got a child with her,
Yeah.
and it's a child that was born in here, and he's still a small child and still here, and that's what I say. That's what's sad about this, is that being born in this place And this young child is still here, walking around that same yard within these same walls.
But Alan did, when we were in that cell, did say about the woman and child thing, and that's really strange when he didn't know about that until that man said it.
I did have a key for upstairs.
No, all right.
I just opened it up.
It is to do with that oppressive bit up there. I feel that women were taken up there. They were ill, they were sick at some stage, and that's why it's left that oppressive energy up there, you know. There's death, I mean, there's no doubt about it, there's death.
There's 2 doors here, and to me, as I said to an hour earlier, it just feels like children. And I don't know if there's gaps under the door, but you know when children like are inquisitive and they're down on the floor and they're trying to see daylight, it just feels like they're trying to grapple at the bottom of the door just to find some daylight, to me.
Heading back to the tower, Alan explores a holding cell, a room reputed to be haunted.
I did pop in here earlier, and initially I just sat down. I came in here actually just because I wanted some space, just to pick up more of the energies. And what I actually pick up in here, which came out of the blue, was a man. He's a man who's very sort of dressed very tatty and with a long beard and he's definitely another part of this link with the prison. But his energy is quite strong here. It's an impression here.
We descend into the basement, which was once used as the town's mortuary, although we all didn't know this at the time.
Initially, I just said to you that I actually feel that there's an active spirit down there quite early, sort of from the 13th century. I'm getting something. But then, I feel to say that up to a much more recent times it was used as a mortuary down there. And apparently someone's confirming that it was. So.
In 1954,
Well done, Alan.
the museum took the 2 top floors and used it as the museum, so it was 5 years museum mortuary.
Very good, very calm at the moment. So
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's very good description. Actually, very calm.
yeah, very calm. So turn the lights off, do some vigils, and see
Calm in
what
here
happens.
anyway. There's nothing.
Heading to the upper floor of the tower, we begin the night's vigils. Okay, here we are, 3rd floor. We'll have a little vigil up here and see what we're waiting for Alan to come back.
It's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, we switch the lights on.
Oh, right.
Always helps.
Oh, I thought it was my eyesight again.
No, not your eyesight down here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're on the 3rd floor, and Rosanna says that she saw a woman, or felt a woman, by this window when we were doing a little walk around outside in the daytime. We're sitting quietly, look at that.
Not that I'm actually sensing anything at all, but if there is anyone in and around us, anyone who's been elsewhere in this building that wants to come and join us, please come up and come in close to us, come into this room and make yourself known. Come into this room, make a sound, make a physical sound, like a voice, a scream, a groan.
It is, isn't it? It's really,
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
yeah, very comfortable.
It's not a negative feeling, is it?
No.
It's nice,
No.
really welcoming, like you say.
Someone's home, it's obviously someone that loved it. And might be what comes through.
Wasn't a home, was it? Was it a home?
Yeah, it was someone's home for a while.
Yeah, in here is 21.
Yes, in
Outside it's 16 outside. It's 20 on the windows.
Want to go down?
I might have to. I've gone really lightheaded.
Oh, let's be having you.
I've got a dizzy head, but I don't feel as nauseous. I've really thought I was just going to throw up. And that would be really quite embarrassing.
You're so ladylike.
Oh.
Come on, come in close to me, talk,
Yeah, it was
touch me.
I've got to go. I've got to get out. Get me out of here now. I've got to go. I've got to go.
Nikki, can you go with her?
Yeah.
Thank you, darling.
Got to talk.
Yeah.
You alright?
Put the light. You got the torch there?
Can't stop shaking. I feel like I'm just going to puke. The cat's come and joined us.
Have you been feeling ill today at all?
No, not at all. Absolutely fine. Well, I've been feeling fine. You've seen me. I've been
Yeah,
eating,
you've absolutely
drinking.
fine. Yeah. Allowing time for Rosanna to recover, we split the team, with Alan, Al and myself exploring the turrets outside, while Patricia, Rosanna, Nikki and Annalisa head to the medieval garden and the women's tower. Yes.
How to get onto night vision?
Annalisa
wants to know, because she's such a bimbo.
There should be a button on top of the cameras. Just switch it over to Super Night Vision Plus.
So where are we? We are in the ladies section of the tower in Rye. And all the men have left us. And we're on our own. We've just heard the gate closing, and we are hoping that it was Ted that closed it. If not, we are all pooing our pants. We're 4 ladies here. We wish to communicate with you. We don't mean you any harm. We're absolutely fascinated by your stories. Can you make any tapping? Speak to us. Touch one of us.
While you lot went to the pub to use the lavatories, I was up on that balcony up there, and I had ARP. Just the ARP.
All around this coast from planes coming across.
It's not paranormal,
So-
but it's. I don't know.
probably was, yeah, it probably was.
It's just that feeling that
Strategic
all
position.
People
these
sitting up there.
towers were used during the Second World War and re-fortified, and these guns and
yeah. Well, it just shows with these.
yeah.
We're outside in the garden now. Don't know how much you can actually see. There's Patricia. What was that?
What was that?
See, there's Patricia. What was that?
What was that?
Just outside doing a vigil. Not much going on actually. This is the women's tower. The girls are in the women's tower at the moment.
Are you making any noises?
No.
No.
If someone wants to come down in the garden, because it seems to be kicking off with noises, and we're not talking just rustling, we're talking voices between Nikki and I, and it's like a...
Alright, we're coming over.
Okay.
But it was right, and I felt the vibration in my ear, but it was a...
He went,
Yeah, it's tough.
And then it was
wasn't it table to do it on, isn't it?
Bear in mind, we were out. I've got to turn because just in case it's something. We
But it's
were
here.
just out the back.
But
What, here?
it was like there.
In between the two of them, it was coming from
Wow.
inside the
Yeah,
walls.
there, in that corner.
It was here. It was like someone was standing here between...
I've gone really
Going-
cold, I've gone all goosey.
like that. It's literally between where Pat
Okay.
and I are now, and it was right in the ear, and it was a, but it was a real vibration noise, and we could hear the live music, but it definitely wasn't that because we were like, "Can you hear that?" No, it's the live music. It happened straight again. Can you hear it? Yes, we did. Tried it again, and it did it again.
Armed with a video camera, Alan undertakes a solo vigil in the women's tower.
Right. Here we are, up in this top room. It's still an oppressive atmosphere in here, and I don't know why. If there's anyone here with me, can you please tap on this top or footsteps, make a sound? I just asked for something, and when the camera was switched off, it sounded like steps coming up the stairs. At first I thought it was one of them coming up from downstairs, but apparently not, so could you please do that again? Let me know you're here. Come up these stairs into the room, make a sound.
We continued to investigate into the early hours, but with little else happening, we decided to call it a night. Our visit to Ypres Tower had been very interesting, and a few incidents had presented itself for debate. Even after questioning the girls, they still couldn't explain the noise they'd heard in the medieval garden.
It was kind of like, it was in between them. I didn't feel any of the stuff on me or anything like that, but it was in between the pair of them. That was where I heard it. The same as I can hear your voice now.
Although we cannot obviously dismiss a natural explanation, the girls are convinced the sound hadn't come from them, and all video footage studied seems to support this. We'll let you decide. Hello, what happened?
Got halfway down the stairs and a stone hit the bottom of my foot and bounced down the stairs. You know, but that's... You heard it?
Yeah.
She was only 2 steps behind me.
I was 2 steps behind you and I heard it because I thought, what the hell's that? And when you went, oh my god, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And I went, was that the pebble? But it's just went bounce, bounce, bounce.
But if I'd kicked it, it wouldn't have hit the top of my shoe. You know, unless you dislodged it. But you were round the corner, round the bend.
No, I was nowhere near your feet.
No, you was round. You know.
We leave the tower pondering the night's investigation and thank the Rye Museum Association for allowing us access to explore this unique historic landmark. And next time you're in Rye, why not pay the tower a visit?